Hello grade 3s and 4s, and here we have our Latin revision video. I've updated it slightly, and so it's still the same revision work as you're used to, but you'll see some changes. Okay, so let's get started. Salvete discipuli, and you will say salve magistra. And this is our Latin revision, our grammar and vocabulary. So first we'll say our motto. Discamus et vivamus ad gloriam Dei. Let us learn and let us live to the glory of God. And then our saying from Comenius. Si principium difficile, medium erit facile, finis iocundus. If the beginning is hard, the middle will be easy, and the end pleasant. Right, our first conjugation, verbs. And here we are. You'll see there's a new word on the screen. It says praesens, okay, praesens, which really just means present. It's the present tense. And so the form of the verbs that we have been conjugating up to now have been in present tense. So, amo, amas, amat, amamus, amatus, amant is I love, you love, he, she, it loves, we love, you all love, they love. Okay, you could just as easily say loving, I am loving, you are loving, he, she, it is loving, etc. Alright, and so we can do the same for laboro, laboras, laborat, laboramus, laboratus, laborant. Oh, by the way, I hope you're saying this with me, okay? So let's do the same for clamo. Say it with me, please. Clamo, clamas, clamat, clamamus, clamatus, clamant. Before we leave this slide, I just want to show you again the person markers. The endings of the words that I've got in red are the markers for which person is doing the verb, which person is loving. In English, we have our pronouns are separate from the verbs. So it's two words to say I love. It is two words to say you love. But in Latin, we have the person who is doing the action is built into the word. And so the stem always stays the same, okay? It's slightly different for the I loves, for the first person in each verb. You'll see it's labor, and clam, whereas the rest of the words are ama, 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 ama as the stem. For labora, it's labora, 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 and clama, 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 clama. Okay, so the stem in each word stays the same, and it's just that final letter that gives you the person ending. And so, in all your first conjugation verbs, the ending will always, in the present, be a, st, mus, tis, nt. Okay? A, st, mus, tis, nt. And then the stem. And all the present verbs in the first conjugation, don't worry what I mean by the first conjugation, we'll cover that a bit later in the year, but for now you just need to know that in the present tense, the stem, you will always just have the stem with the a, st, mus, tis, nt added on. Okay, so let's just say well done on focusing on that, and now we've got the rest of the verbs that we have been learning. In the first term, we added a few on during a week or two ago, but I want you at home now to conjugate these verbs with me, which means go through all the different the verb with the different person endings. Okay, so let's start with calco. Recite with me at home, please. Calco, calcas, calcat, calcamus, calcatus, calcant. And now for salto. Salto, saltas, saltat, saltamus, saltatus, saltant. Canto. Canto, cantas, cantat, cantamus, cantatus, cantant. Woco. Woco, wocas, wocat, wocamus, wocatus, wocant. And laudo. Laudo, laudas, laudat, laudamus, laudatus, laudant. Now for oro. Oro, oras, orat, oramus, oratus, orant. Now we go. navigo, navigas, navigat, navigamos, navigatus, navigant. And paro, paro, paras, parat, paramus, paratus, parant. Specto, specto, spectas, spectat, spectamus, spectatus, spectant. You might wonder why we drill these so much, and that is because later on when you are translating your Latin and you see these different forms, you will know immediately what they mean. If you see naviga or navigant in a sentence, for example, you will know that instantly. That means, oh, they're sailing. Okay, so let's just quickly go through the meaning of each one of those. Calco is kick. Salto, dance. Try and say it before me, okay? Canto, sing. Woco, call. Laudo, praise. Oro, speak or beg or pray. Navigo, sail. Paro is prepare. And specto is look at. Alright, so I want you to give me the correct form of the Latin word for what this guy is doing. He is kicking. He kicks. And so the form for that, what verb would we use and what verb form? Calcat. He is kicking. What about this picture? They are sailing. And there are two people, so it's plural, third person. So we would put navigant. And then this guy is looking. And so what would be the correct form of the verb there? You're right, it would be specto, but it is he who is doing it, so it is spectat. Okay, we're going to play a bit of a game now. And as you can see over here, I've got a crocodile. And he is really hungry to eat all the, firstly we've moved on to our nouns, so this is our first declension nouns now. And we have learned the nominative case and the accusative case. And so over here we have this crocodile who's very hungry to eat all the nouns that are in the nominative case. So nom 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 nom, he's going to eat nominative case. As for this lion, he would like to eat nouns in the accusative case. So accusative case will feed this lion. Okay, so I'm going to click on the different words, and I want you to guess which animal they're going to feed. Will it feed the nom 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 nominative case or the accusative case? Right. Let's my cursor. Okay. Where will Regina go? If you said to the nominative, you would be correct. Where will Gloriam go? I hope you said to the accusative case. And who's going to eat this word, Victoriam? Victoriam will go. I hope you said to Mr. Lion. Okay, Vitam. Excellent if you said accusative case. Aqua will go to, well done, nominative case. And Capra. Very good if you said nominative case. Aquilam. Eagle, Aquilam, where will he go? Brilliant. Okay, very proud of you guys. If you got one or two wrong, don't worry. You can just watch this video again and try and guess them. Okay, so let's carry on with our vocabulary revision for our first declension nouns. And so aquila, I've already got there, is eagle. I'd like you to guess before I press the cursor what the next words are. So capra is goat. Columba, dove. Aqua, water. Vita, life. Gloria, glory. Excellent. There's that kitty going crazy for you. And let's carry on with our nouns. Serva, servant. Regina, Very good. Queen. Corona, a word we're familiar with now. Crown. Memoria, memory. Puella, girl. Victoria, victory. Excellent. Okay. Oh, goodness. Forgot about the dog chasing the cat. Domina, lady. Femina, woman. And not to get those two confused, remember domina is lady in the sense of the lady of the house. It goes with dominus, which is the master or the lord of the house. And then femina is woman. Casa is house. And filia is daughter. Right, let's see what we have here. Okay, this is really just focusing on the vocabulary of our verbs again. And so let's go. Calcut is he, she, it kicks. Try and guess this ahead of me again, and I hope by now that you are completely thoroughly bored with these words and this vocabulary. It needs to just be absolutely automatic. Saltat, he, she, it, dances. Wokat, he, she, it calls. Amat, he, she, it loves. Laudat, he, she, it praises. Orat, he, she, it speaks or prays. Clamat, he, she, it calls. Laborat, works. Navigat, he, she, it sails or navigates. And there we go. Cantat, he, she, it sings. Wokat, he, she, it calls. Parat, he, she, it prepares. And spectat, he, she, it looks. Right, now we get to the final part of our memory work, and we get into our derivatives. Sorry, I'm just trying to find the best way for my webcam to work here, so I'm not cutting my head off. Right. For the Latin derivatives, these are English words that are derived from the Latin. I've underlined the Latin stem in the English word to help you to spot which Latin word these English words are derived from. And if you know which Latin words they're derived from, and you know what the meaning of the Latin word is, you will be able to guess the meaning of the English word, even though you've not encountered the English word before. Isn't that amazing? So, amateur, if you guessed that that was amo, and the amo means I love, then you would guess that amateur means somebody who loves something, or who does something out of the love for it. Okay, so you can get an amateur pilot, somebody who flies for the love of it. He doesn't work as a pilot, he doesn't get paid to fly, he flies out of love for it. So now let's look at our next one. Laborat, if you know the Latin word, you will know that that means works or working, and a laboratory is somewhere that a scientific testing work is done. Okay, so here we get Lord or lauda. Okay, that comes from laudo, laudas, laudat, and we know that that means praise. And so over here, this is actually an English verb that means to praise someone, and laudable means something that is praiseworthy. And now we get orat. Orat is he, she, it speaks. Comes from oro, oras, orat. And that is an orator or oratory. An orator is someone who speaks. It's like a public speaker. And then oratory is somebody's speech. Okay, they're engaged in the act of oratory, of giving a speech. And here we go again. Nav, navigat, navigat. You would guess that that would be from navigo. And so we have navy, navigate, and navigation. Navy are the ships that sail. Navigate is the process of ensuring where the ship is going. But you can also navigate a car, and you can navigate an aeroplane. And so navigo, I sail. Parat, in this English word here is the stem, is the stem for paro, paras, parat. Paramus, paratus, paran. Para is the stem. T is the person ending. But preparation is paro. So, inspect, inspectator, and spectacular all have spectat, and so we would guess that that comes from specto. And so to inspect something is to investigate it quite thoroughly, to give it a good looking at. Spectator is someone who watches sport, looks at sport from the sidelines or any other activity looking at. And then spectacular is when something is really worth looking at. Okay, we're on the home stretch, guys. Aquarium, aquatic, aqueduct, aqua, that's right. And so you know that you see fish in an aquarium. Aquatic is an animal that lives in water. It's a description of an animal or of anything that is in water. And aqueduct, this is another Latin word. It comes from duco, which means I lead. Duco, ducas, ducat. And so aqueduct is a pipe or a channel that leaves water. And here we have vital and vitamin. Yes, if you guessed vita, then life, to do with life. Vital is somebody's vital signs, again, somebody's signs of life, heartbeat or pulse. And vitamin, I hope you guys are all taking the vitamins now so that you can you keep your immune system strong and stand against COVID-19 or any other common cold that could be going around. Then glorify and glorious is from gloria. And memorial, memorize, from memoria. Victorious comes from Victoria. You guys have done so well. I'm very proud of you. Keep going. You can leave this video and put it behind you if you're confident that you've mastered all of these things. But if you haven't, please keep going, because repetition is the way in which we learn and embed these things deep down. God willing, you'll be using Latin for a very, very long time, and building a solid foundation now is going to make it so much more fun for you as we go forward. Remember, the end will be pleasant. Okay.